My name's Patrick, and I'm a birder from Ohio. And in May, I took a trip to Belize to unwind and do some birding. So far, in part 1, on my first 2 days, I've gotten 52 species on camera, birding on my own, while staying at the Rainforest Lodge at Sleeping Giant. As our trip continues, we take our first locally guided bird tour, plus we explore some of the natural beauty of Belize. Will having a guide help me to find more of my target birds? Will birding in May be just as rewarding as birding in other months? Will I continue to find different species while birding on my own? Follow along as we enjoy the adventure of birding in Belize. On Tuesday, I was excited for my first guided bird tour of the trip that I booked at Ian Anderson's Caves Branch Jungle Lodge. They market themselves as an adventure lodge, with adventures that include caving, tubing, rappelling, exploring Mayan ruins, snorkeling, scuba diving, and birding. You can book these adventures whether you stay at the lodge or not. I had been following their eBird lists, and it was definitely a great spot to do some birding. So I booked a 6-hour tour, which included an expert local guide and breakfast at the lodge. It was $267, including taxes and breakfast for 2 people. We would be the only ones in the group, so it was basically a private tour, which was great. One of the things I should mention is May is one of the hottest months in Belize. Our entire week in Belize, we had no rain, very calm winds, and the temperature was in the mid-90s Fahrenheit, or around 34 Celsius. Combine that with the humidity, and the real feel was well over 110 degrees most days. So afternoons were best spent doing cool activities like swimming or caving or taking a nap in an air-conditioned room. Fortunately, bird tours start very early, which is the best time to see the birds anyways. So we hopped in the truck and headed over to the other lodge to meet our guide and do some birding. So let's see what we can find with the help of a guide, birding Ian Anderson's Caves Branch Jungle Lodge.
On the left, this is a pigeon, short-billed pigeon.
Oh, was it?
That was the big pigeon. Look at the horn. Wow, beautiful. Look at that. Really resting my world.
Is that another short-billed pigeon up there?
This is a different one.
Different?
This is a pale-vented pigeon. Okay, come over here. Right in the banana leaf, high levels. To the right, to the left of this, there's a red-legged honey creeper. Right on the green leaf. Oh, look at him, guys. Beautiful. Rufous tail hummingbird.
a lot of those.
Mm-hmm. Good perch right there.
Nice sunlight out.
Okay, still very cool.
Okay, yeah, I hear now.
There's a border right there. On the farthest branch to the right,
Yeah, I got
a
it.
black
What?
cowled oriole.
Black cowled?
Mm-hmm.
That's a new one for me.
Blue gray tanager. Look at them. It's a cherry right there.
Two of them.
Blue gray tanager. So this one also on the line.
Which dove is this?
Robbie.
Oh, ruddy dove. Okay.
Someone became this one. Look like a yellow face rapsod. Yes, yellow face rapsod. Is that him?
I am trying to focus on it there.
Yellow face rapsod.
Okay. Got it. So many branches to get through. Greenback sparrow. Red eyes.
Okay, look at this. Right here, the
Which flycatcher is there?
top left. That's the dusty tail. Okay, blue black rascal is right here. Go all the way to the.
I see it.
So far that morning, I had 18 birds on camera, with 7 new species added to my weekly total. But I still hadn't seen any new birds from my target list. It was wonderful having a guide who was so quick with identification. It made it so much easier. I also missed getting a couple new species on camera that the guide had heard, but we just couldn't get eyes on it. It's tough with how thick the jungle can be, and even tougher to get it on camera. I was in the process of filming this bird, trying to figure out what type of bird was obscured in these leaves, while the guide was nearby trying to locate my #1 target bird, the Northern Emerald Toucanet. I never gave him a target list, so he had no idea this was my top bird. But will I get a chance to get it on camera, so I can add it to my week list? Or will I just miss it, like I missed those scarlet macaws on the first day? I was getting nervous just thinking about it.
The Northern Emerald Toucanet is all the way to the back.
Where?
Northern is
You're
way
hearing
to the
it?
back. Yeah, I'm hearing that.
Sorry.
Right there, right there. The middle Secopia. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
Yeah, I
3.
saw it.
Right up there, like right in the fork.
I mean, I saw it move. Did it just fly out? It flew
Yeah,
down?
he's down there. He's down there. Okay, he's
Right.
he's
Hidden in those leaves right there. You see it, Matt?
Let me try to play the call again. They're very green, so it's really hard
Yeah.
to find it.
I don't know. I didn't see them move.
Ooh, he's right there, but let's see. He's in the same tree. The 1, 2, 3 down.
Yeah.
He's right. He's hiding right on the leaves with the leaf.
That's where I last saw him.
Have a look at it. Have a look at it and scoop. He's right there. He's
Oh, I see it. Boy, that's hard to see.
yeah. Listen to that. Northern Emerald. Oh, he flew. He flew to the next tree, to the left.
Okay.
He's right on the bare branch now. So you would. So if you follow the tree, just go to the right branch. He's right there.
Is he on the left or right side of the
Right.
Or he just flew down, right?
Where he's jumping around. See, he's going up. He's going up. See,
No.
the left tree. You see where he was? He was right on this one here, and then he moved to the next one.
Did he go back to the third one?
Mm-hmm.
Is he down lower than he was before?
In the fourth one.
He's in the fourth.
Branch is coming up like this.
He's in the fourth tree now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there he is. And then he went back. I mean, I might have got it because I was pointing right at that area. I just didn't notice it.
It wasn't until I got a chance to watch my footage that I actually confirm that I did get the bird on camera. My number one target turned out to be quite the camouflage artist. After getting my first target of the day, we continued birding as we headed back to the lodge for breakfast. Just before breakfast, I spotted my second target bird of the day, a white-collared manakin. What a stunning bird, and not the only time I would see the bird that day. After almost 2 hours of birding, we had a short break for breakfast. It was a delicious buffet-style meal. We then headed out to the edge of the Caves Branch River, which looks so blue because it flows through a karst landscape in limestone, which in turn filters the water, making it clear. Then, when the sunlight hits the water, it reflects the blue and the turquoise light, enhanced by the dissolved calcium carbonate from the limestone caverns. It was really quite beautiful. I was excited to find more species, so let's see what birds we can find as we continue our guided birding. Our first new bird of the day after breakfast, and for our trip to Belize, was this common squirrel cuckoo. The next bird was a struggle for me to find, even with the guide and Matt telling me exactly where it was. Fortunately, it stayed long enough for me to get some footage, and I'm glad it did because it was another one of my target birds, the gartered violaceous trogon. Matt then spotted this limpkin by the river. There was a brief glimpse of a golden-fronted woodpecker before catching a glimpse of a female white-collared manakin. There was also this blue-ground dove in a tree across the river. As we entered the trees, we spotted this black-crowned night heron. Then a trio of black-headed trogons. before coming across this stunning chestnut-colored woodpecker, another lifer. There was this variable seed eater, we then spotted this white-necked Jacobin way up in a tree. I also got a better view of a bright-rumped Attila, a bird I saw last December in Mexico, only briefly. And I was thrilled to get a view of a black-faced grosbeak and add it to my life list. I then got a yellow olive flatbill on camera after having the Merlin app pick it up so many times over the previous days. There was a gray hawk circling high overhead, and boy was it great having a guide confirm which raptor it was. We then headed into a jungle trail where the mosquitoes were absolutely ferocious, but it would be so worth it, giving me one of the best birding experiences so far in Belize, even if it was only for a few seconds. First up, though, was this long-billed hermit, a very unique hummingbird species. We then spotted this northern bentbill. As we were walking the trail, our guide pointed out a clearing on the forest floor near the edge of the path ahead of us. I happened to be filming in that direction when I caught a brief glimpse of some birds. The guide told us it was cleared for the white-collared Manakin to perform its courtship dance. And I actually captured a small portion of this performance, which was truly exciting. A target bird and a glimpse of this amazing courtship display.
Move on. Just for some of it,
What is this? Oh, the mannequin?
yeah,
The
just for some of it. We got some one branch here. Just someone close to that. So that whole area there, that clean area, that's his spot right there.
oh, he cleaned that all
Mhm.
out. See that he cleans the whole area out. They're doing their mating dance.
Just incredible. It's birding moments like these that make birding truly special.
And the similar will do that.
As we came out of the jungle trail, there was this pair of giant cowbirds. Our guide then took us to a location with some Montezuma oropendolas and their incredible hanging nests. By this time, it was so hot out, we decided to end our tour 45 minutes early. But not before seeing this ringed kingfisher in a nearby tree. After our first guided bird tour, we managed to get 42 identifiable species on camera, adding 27 new species to our Belize total, while adding 21 species to my life list. Not a bad way to spend a morning birding. I did very little birding for the rest of the day, but I did manage to capture a bay-breasted warbler on camera, my first warbler of the week so far. I knew going into this trip that going in May would limit the potential to find warbler species, since many of them have migrated north to their nesting grounds, many of which I saw at my biggest week in American birding weekend. If you want to see warbler species, then May may not be the best month to visit Belize. Later that evening, we hopped into a golf cart and headed to the sister property just down the access road to Humo Restaurant and Bar at the Banks property, a modern riverfront property that has different sized villas as accommodations. The food here was excellent. On Wednesday, I began my day birding, spending time on a trail that runs along a creek at the base of one of the hills. A prime location for motmots, I thought. With 80 species for the week so far, it might be a bit more difficult to add new birds. As I entered the trail, the light was still quite dim in the early morning, and as luck would have it, one of my first birds I saw was a Lessons motmot. But when I began filming with my camera, my settings were not set for such dim lighting, and I struggled to make adjustments for the conditions. I only briefly captured an out-of-focus, dimly lit segment, and by the time I made the adjustments, the bird had flushed. So I'm counting it, with a footnote of course. It was not a lifer for me, but it was a new bird for my week in Belize. As I continued on the trail, I managed to capture this very loud brown jay. I also got some footage of a male red-throated ant tanager after only getting a female at Ian Anderson's. I continued along the trail with some small bridges as well as some suspension bridges that crossed the creek. On the way back to the room, I captured a social flycatcher, a very common bird, but tough to differentiate from kiskidees and boat-billed flycatchers. I got some more views of a pair of pale-billed woodpeckers, as well as my first resort sighting of a greenback sparrow. Our afternoon was spent exploring St. Herman's Cave and the inland Blue Hole at nearby St. Herman's Blue Hole National Park, a 575-acre protected rainforest reserve. We first headed to St. Herman's Cave after paying our entrance fee, which was about $8 a person, I believe. It was a short walk from the parking lot to the cave, where you could enter on your own up to a certain point. To explore further, you needed a guide, or you needed to book a cave tubing tour. We chose to explore on our own. As we entered the cave, there were some rough-winged swallows, adding one new bird to my weekly total. The park has a lot of e-birders who post regularly, but since it was the afternoon and very hot, we just focused on enjoying the natural beauty of Belize. The cave was nice and cool, and the sparkling walls and cave formations were fascinating. We then headed over to the inland Blue Hole, which was just a short ride away. The beautiful sapphire blue, crystal clear water was a great place to relax, take a swim, and enjoy the natural surroundings. It was a fantastic way to spend a hot and humid afternoon. When we planned this trip to Belize, we not only wanted to see new birds, we also wanted to explore some of what this beautiful country has to offer. It has one of the highest percentages of land that is still covered in forest, making it a great habitat for birds and bird conservation, as well as having the feeling of being somewhere that has been unchanged for centuries. So after 4 days of birding, we had 83 identifiable species on camera, with a total of 49 lifers. On Thursday, we are headed to Toucan Ridge Ecology and Education Society, or TREES for short, for another guided birding tour. What else will we find? Will I get more birds on my target list? Be sure to follow along for the third and final episode from our trip to Belize. Please like and subscribe and comment, as it helps the channel to reach more people. So get out, unwind in nature, and as always, until next time, Happy birding!